Yeah, so I got to do a couple shows in Seattle, and then got to do a couple shows in Tacoma. Won the Comedy After Dark. That was fun. Good turnout.
Nice.
And then there was a Rated R show on Sunday, and I did that. And then we just bombed home after.
Yeah, you drove home at night after.
Yeah, Bev did. I told her I was down to do it, but I had a couple cocktails, and she's like, I got it. I was like, okay,
Yeah, dude.
Well, we can switch whenever.
Driving fucking home.
We can switch whenever.
Drunk ass, crazy.
But she was getting a little sleepy, so I was just like scratching her arm, massaging her back, like just trying to keep her awake.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a hero. I saved us.
For sure. Save the day by her driving?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I'm keeping her awake.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. That's good. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Interesting weekend. Yeah, I'm glad you got to get to do some stuff, man.
Dude, I'm so mad I didn't get my one set recorded.
Yeah.
That shit bugged the fuck out of me. Well, because I did this. That was an aggressive F word. I apologize. So it's the Comedy After Dark. So the show started at 10:30. Like it was late.
Late show.
Yeah. And so the guy in front of me is supposed to do 20 minutes.
Right.
And I got my camera, and I only got like 26 minutes on my camera card. Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, when he gets his light or whatever, I'll just go start my camera real quick and run back. He only did 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's not enough.
And I didn't
That's
have
bananas, dude.
Yeah, the host was running out. He gets my name wrong immediately. Of course.
Life's hard, man.
It just sucks.
It
you know
does
what I mean?
suck. It sucks when you don't get a recording, especially if you had a good set, which sounds like you did.
Yeah, it was good. The other thing is like I traveled out there. That's what bugs me the fucking most.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I worked hard to get out here to try to get some footage, and then also like I want
footage in a new place too. It looks different. Like you don't know all your stuff's from the same spot. That's
exactly,
nice.
exactly, and then getting my name wrong. I understand that, especially like with the situation he was in. That's not a big deal at all.
It's not like you're clipping that up.
No,
but the intro, hey,
yeah, that doesn't matter. But it's just kind of frustrating. It's like, dude, I drove fucking 6 hours or whatever to be here.
Sure.
Like I've had to figure out all this stuff. And
man.
It's like then these little things don't work out, and it just fucking frustrated me.
Yeah, it's super frustrating, man.
Yeah, it's like fucking.
Oh, and you heard all the tea about the Seattle scene. None of which we're going to go into here, but still,
so
all
much
the
tea. Jesus, I didn't even hear all of it.
The drama, dude.
I probably heard an eighth of how much fucking drama.
If you're not in the Northwest, I'm curious what comedy scene has the most drama, but I would guess Seattle is up there because it seems like the new shit every time in that Northwest booking.
There's so much drama.
And they just hate. All of them hate each other. Mm-hmm. And there's like very, very strong cliques that form.
Yeah.
It seems like. And like even the people who are like, oh, I'm totally stay out of that stuff. You're like, do you though? Because it sounds like you're really landing on one part or the other.
But my friend, everybody's coming at my friend, and he's a good guy. And you're like, what is happening, dude? I don't know.
I do think the comedy drama makes sense in general that it happens just because people are fucking weird that do comedy, just in general. I mean, we've had our fair share here, but yeah, it's just a weird. The drama, people love drama too. People love drama,
dude. And it's Seattle. It's fucking drama central. I mean, you change your pronouns to be dramatic. It's all about.
There is a lot of there's a lot of pronouncements.
Yeah. Well, and that's fine. They'll do whatever. But even those Seattle mics too. There's just like a lot of kind of rules to them. Like, oh, no punching down. Don't take this. Don't take that. And it's like, what? I mean, you're not making gay look cool.
You're not making people better, honestly, in a lot of ways.
But you know what I mean?
I slid past it. I didn't even acknowledge it at all.
Okay, good.
No, it's 100% true. Like, you're not actually making people better when you put, in my opinion, when you put content restrictions on people. You know what murders people? When they don't have content restrictions and they hang themselves with their own rope. Like the local dude, the old dude in town who's no longer welcome at the club because he was a total dipshit.
Glenn Getty.
And just destroyed his.
I'll name drop that
entire,
one. No problem.
Like he's just not gonna get. They're just not gonna put him up now, and it's because he was terrible.
Yeah.
And it's not. They could have had restrictions like, oh, don't do this, that, or whatever. He would have broken them, or it doesn't matter.
Yeah. You're gonna have those guys.
It makes way more sense to just let people fail.
Yeah.
Because they're not adhering to restrictions, and it does to make the restrictions. I mean, there are limits to that too. There've been a couple times when I wanted to pull somebody aside at my mic and be like, "Listen, man, And I wouldn't be like, you can't do this, you can't do that, whatever.
Right.
But I would be like, do you think it's a good idea when no one's laughing and you're pissing people off and you're walking them?
Yeah.
And at some point, I would let you or not let you come out. And it wouldn't be because you were racist or sexist or homophobic or whatever. It would be because nobody laughed at your shit. And I think you walked half the crowd. That's the thing. You start walking people, that's what the problem is.
And I think that might be what they're afraid of. It's maybe in Seattle people walk a lot easier. But then at the same time, it's like, okay, you put all these restrictions on people. I'm watching a lot of these people. I didn't think a lot of these people were funny. Like touching on like funny stuff also. So it's like, well, where's the balance in that? Because let's say you do really good in said room by doing your doo-doo fucking shit.
Sure.
And then that's not going to translate somewhere else. Yeah, it's just odd.
Yeah, I mean, and there's also some crowd members that are worth walking too. That's the other part. That's the thing that you got to develop a little bit. You got to teach your audience, and this is just my own philosophy with the room. After I walked people in my host set a couple weeks ago or whatever it was, walked people through my host set. I'm like, after 8 minutes of my shit, they left, and they didn't see any other comics there, which is insane. Like, even if I'm terrible or if I'm the worst racist, misogynistic asshole in the world, and you don't like my shit, there's fucking 20 other people that are coming up. Until you see a couple, wouldn't you sit it out or sit in on it? You can't just leave when you don't like. I mean, you can, but it's stupid. Like, why'd you even come out in the first place? If 2 jokes in, you're gonna be like, I'm offended and I have to leave. Yeah, toughen up.
Yeah, you kind of don't know what you're in for.
And I'm not an edgelord, and I'm not like advocating just saying terrible shit to say terrible shit, but like, you do have to deal with shit you don't like sometimes, especially in a comedy room. Sorry. There are going to be jokes out there. There's a bunch of jokes that I fucking hate that I have to listen to all the time.
Yeah.
That's life, man. Get over it. Bitch about it later, like I do on the podcast.
And to be clear, I just want to be clear on this. There is funny people in Seattle. I was not saying saying that.
No, I didn't.
I was just saying with those stipulations on the rooms too, and like, oh, you got to be like this. Yeah, it's just weird because you're not letting people
dabble.
Also, you're not even trying to let people fucking diddle around in the funniness.
Yeah, figure out what they like and figure out what's funny to them. And
and
I don't know. I've always said like there are people who try to do, and it can be edgy jokes or whatever, but like when people do jokes, they're gonna sound shitty before they get good. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And sometimes, like, if you're doing a joke about race or sex or whatever, odds are at some point when you're doing that joke, you're gonna come to a place where you say it really fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And if the audience doesn't allow you grace, that's one thing. When other comics are like, "Oh, you can't," I'm like, "Dude, fuck off!" Like, you've been telling the same lawnmower joke for the last 4 years. You know what I mean, or something. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm writing a new joke, and it sucks right now. And yes, the way I said it was super racist, but that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
And just give me a little bit of grace.
Well, and I mean, we're covering Mark Norman today.
Yeah,
and he's even talked about how like his whole thing ending with Kevin Hart. Right? Yeah, like I've been Kevin Hart. That's because he was bombing so much, and he's like, I don't want these people to know my name. So I just
is that why he does that?
That's why he. Yeah, I guess he's been doing it for a long time because he didn't want people to remember him.
Does he end all of his specials that way? Because I don't remember.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Kevin Hart. Good night. Yeah.
I've been Kevin Hart. But that's how that started.
Interesting.
And he'll talk about too, like how after probably putting out this special, he's gonna go back into New York, and he's like, I'm gonna bomb. I'm just gonna go and bomb and try stuff out.
And he's gonna bomb for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna try terrible stuff and try to figure it out, and just kind of the process of it.
I mean, I think it is. If you're talking about him bombing, that's crazy. Like, I mean, obviously everybody bombs, but.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy and he comes up with jokes too, so I'm sure a lot of them don't work right away. That makes sense.
Yeah, and his bombing is probably not.
Yeah, when he says bomb, he just means it's not great.
Yeah,
not like it's painful or anything like that.
Everybody's looking at
ordered this just today. I've selected my mushroom coffee blend that I'm trying.
Neutrogena or whatever?
No, I'm not Neutrogena. No, Neurobrain. I decided to go with Atlas.
Okay.
Which I think is the most expensive one, but it's also supposed to be good according to the. If I'm gonna drink shit, which is what mushroom coffee is, it sounds like. I'm gonna drink shit that has all the powerful shit, all the good stuff.
They don't taste as bad as the psychedelic mushrooms. Those taste terrible.
Everybody shits on Rise though.
Really?
It's so funny. Like all the reviews, like after you got it, I was like looking at them, like all of them were like, Rise doesn't even fucking have anything in it. It's like, all right, dude.
Dude, read their comments. Very positive.
I know. If you read what they say about themselves. So yeah, I'm gonna try Atlas Plus. I'm gonna try that. If that doesn't work, there's a couple other ones I got on my mind, but
Atlas Minus.
I'll throw you some pouches or whatever the fuck they give me.
Divide. Nice.
We can talk about it. Atlas Shrugged. Yeah. So we'll get that going, dude. We're gonna be the best pooping podcast around.
Dude, we're gonna be so zoned in.
So
with the mushroom
concentrated.
Like, and aware.
So awesome, dude. It's gonna be sick. Yeah, and last week the psychic comic Peter Antonio for America's Got Talent. I did his show last night. Dude, his crowd is fucking just all weirdos. It's just a ton of weirdos. Totally. Like a lot of them are like studying to become like psychic mediums and shit. I think of course it's fine. It's normal, I guess. It's a weird show to have at a comedy club, but I don't know where else you'd have it. Mm-hmm. But like saying it's a psychic comedy show is really misleading. Like it's a psychic show where he maybe makes it's like saying that the Southwest Airlines stewardess is a comedian because she does her announcements funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it is definitely not comedy. Like he does have a few jokes. He's pretty quick on his feet. I'm not trying to like shit on him all or like take shots at him. He's funny. Like when he has like but that's just not the focus of the show, right? The focus of the show is, I'm going to predict all these things this person in the audience, they're doing this. And then, I'm answering a question for him. I'm basically doing a reading. It was really impressive. I don't know how he does it. I'm not totally sure what it is. I don't know that I believe in actually being psychic. I think maybe it's just like pattern recognition and like figuring some things out. Just like a really high. But either way, whatever it is, it's a talent. He's really great, really good at it. You're not gonna if you're expecting a comedy show. This one guy I talked to after the show was like, I was expecting a comedy show and I was disappointed. I'm like, yeah, it's because it wasn't a comedy show.
Yeah,
like somebody took you to a comedy club, but it wasn't a comedy show. And so if you're looking for stand-up comedy,
which is odd because it says comedy behind him, like when he's up there.
Well, right. But yeah, it's also like, whoever took you should have told you. Like, there's a psychic guy who's also a comedian because that'll tip you off.
Yeah,
it's like really, he's a psychic and he's kind of funny.
Really, this guy's a TikTok dude, and it's not going to be funny. Because that's the other thing.
Oh yeah,
those TikTok guys go, and they'll sell out, and then it's not funny. Was the ticket sales good?
Yeah, great. I mean, he sold out the late show, and he was almost sold out the early show. I don't think he doesn't have the whole thing sold. Like there was definitely a few tables that were empty, but I think they were strategically empty. Like he doesn't want too many people in the room or something like that. But
interesting.
Yeah, he was really good, really nice dude. His assistant was nice. Cassandra, shout out Cassandra. She was nice. She was like doing all the filming and shit. It was weird. I was like trying to clock him and see what he was doing, like in between shows. Like, what's he doing with the people who were as they're walking in? Like, is he like eyeing them down or whatever? And there was a little bit of that I caught, but it wasn't over the top. So I don't know, man. I don't know how he does it. It's an interesting show. If you ever want to check it out, I wouldn't say no, but
I'm cool. I don't need that. I don't.
There's a couple things that are just magic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm a psychic, but like, and they're just two tricks that you play it on the audience, and I know that they're tricks, and that's okay. But that was less psychic and more like magic. You know what I mean? And then the psychic stuff at the end though was pretty impressive. So
that's
shout out Peter Antonio.
That's cool, man. I don't know. All that. I don't know. I'd never go to a medium. I would never do that shit.
Why?
I don't want to know.
Oh, because okay, yeah.
Yeah, even if they're on.
You're supposed to do it. You're supposed to do it just as fun. Like you're not really supposed to do it like.
Yeah, I don't want to do a card reading. They flip death over, and then I've got to question my whole life. I don't want to do.
He mentioned the death card and all that shit, and he's like, "That's I get why people are upset by that, but wouldn't worry about it." So.
What do you mean you wouldn't worry about it?
No, he's like nothing's that. If anybody's giving you like anything exact that's going to actually worry you, that's not really what you're supposed to be doing. So. Whatever.
Oh, that's scarier.
You're
just giving me info
arts.
you don't need.
You're not supposed to do it.
You're dabbling in black magic or whatever.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I was originally. I was originally supposed to be a host and then me as a feature, and then he was going to go for 2 shows. I'm so glad that didn't happen because that crowd was not interested in hearing stand-up comedy.
Except for that one guy. The one guy that was like, thought this was going to be comedy.
Oh, yeah, except for that guy. Yeah. And actually, that's why he came up. He's like, yeah, you were funny, man. I was like, all right, thank you. Appreciate that. And he's like, I've never been to the comedy club before. This is not what I expected at all. I'm like, yeah, you came on a weird night if you were coming to the comedy club for the first time.
Yeah.
But it was, so they're supposed to be like, dude, I can't imagine having to do another. If I did like 25 minutes in front of that audience, they would have fucking killed me before I got off stage. They would have been so tired of me. Like, come on, let's go, do the psychic.
Well, the other thing is, too, though, is you're hosting. So obviously it's not an audience for comedy. And then you're coming into a cold room kind of, and then you're trying to warm them up with stand-up comedy when they're not even needing to be warmed up for stand-up because he's not doing that.
Yeah.
So you probably would have got him. Like,
who knows?
Probably could have went really well, but then you hand it off, and it's like, well, now it's not that at all.
Yeah, and it was fine. I mean, it was fine. It was just out of place, right? People laughed. I had a good time, but it was also like, what am I here for? That kind of stuff.
They needed Glenn Getty holding that poster board.
Yeah, I had a good time though. Got paid fine, and I always say hosting sucks. I don't really mean that. You know what I mean? It doesn't suck. Cool. It's just I'd prefer to feature. That's all.
Yeah, we all just want to do more time.
I just want to do more time and want to do time again without restrictions too. We talked about the restriction thing. You don't really want to do restriction.
Yeah,
want to get it done, man. Want to have your artist brain do what it wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I said it like that, but I did.
Because it's true.
Anything else last week of note?
No, I met Dustin Nickerson, fucked up that interaction. That was bad.
What's your name?
Yeah.
That's very funny.
Yeah. I didn't know. They were sitting at a table of a couple people I knew. And I don't know anybody in Tacoma really, so I was saying what's up to them. And they were just working with Dustin Nickerson all weekend. They're sitting at a table just having a beer or whatever. And I was like, oh, hey, what's up, guys? Well, it's good to see you. And then I was just introducing myself to the people I didn't know. And I was like, oh, hey, man, what's your name? And he's like, I'm Dustin. And then, I recognized his face.
Yeah, you're like, you're the headliner for the weekend.
Whoopsie. Yeah.
And not only that, you sold out every show.
Yeah.
10 sellouts or whatever this week.
So, he was cool about it, though.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I told you that the worst bomb I ever did was in front of him, right?
No, I didn't hear that.
Oh, yeah. So I got booked really super late last minute to, and he's squeaky clean.
Yeah.
To host for him. And, it was the first time I'd ever hosted. And it was, squeaky clean. So they're like, PG-13? Yeah, that's out the window. You're squeaky, PG, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm like, all right. So I had to get ready. I had 2 hours basically to get ready. So to get ready for it, I get up there, and I just fucking bombed my dick off, dude. It was not funny. I was clean. I kept the clean part clean.
Yeah.
But I was bad. And it was fucking crickets for 10 minutes or whatever it was. I bring Ryan up. Ryan McComb was featuring, and then I bring Dustin up. And apparently later they talked about it. Ryan was telling me, and Dustin's like, that was a bomb, right? That felt like that was a pretty bad bomb. And Ryan's like, oh, no. And this is what he told me. He was defending. He was like, no, I don't think it was that bad. Blah, blah, blah. But he's like, yeah, it was fucking terrible. Yeah, so.
Well, there's a story I heard in Seattle of this dude that was doing a clean. He was supposed to be clean, right? He was doing, I don't know if it was a feature or a host spot or whatever.
Okay.
I don't think it was a host spot, but he had a spot and he was supposed to be clean, and he's not clean at all.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I guess the whole time he was up there, he was just talking about being addicted to meth and all of this type of shit, right? And just talking about these horrendous things. And there's 5-year-olds in the audience, right? Teaching them how to smoke meth or some shit. I don't know. Saying all of this, gets off stage, goes backstage, and he's like, hell yeah, didn't say fuck.
Oh, dude, yeah. It's funny what people think is clean and not clean. It's very funny.
Yeah.
I mean, Tyreek Woods, the most recent winner of SICK, Seattle International Comedy Competition. I did a show out at the Puyallup Fairgrounds with him, Taste of Northwest or whatever. Actually, Gavin House was on that as well. Shout out Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin.
Gavin was the host for all of them. And he's like, just so you know, it's an all ages show, and it's on all the confirmation stuff and everything. And so everybody's doing normal stuff, and he goes after me, and I watch his set, and he's talking about eating pussy and fuck. It's pretty filthy, a lot of sexual stuff. Uh-huh. And there's 5-year-olds in the front eating elephant ears and shit. Uh-huh. It was so funny, and he had everybody. It was very funny. Everybody was laughing. And I was like, Jesus, dude, this guy was like, fuck your rules. Or he didn't know, or he forgot, or whatever.
Yeah.
It was very funny, though. And then he goes and wins 6, so let that be a lesson to you.
That's
Boys
tight.
and girls, do whatever you want. Don't worry about what people tell you to do. Just fucking do what you want.
Yeah, cuss in front of 5-year-olds and stuff. Tell them how to smoke meth.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what it's all about, dude. That's what it's all about. So, yeah, that was fun. It was a good time. Good talking about it. What do we say in the episode a little bit? I want to talk a little bit. Oh, Mom's Menu. We should talk about that. We just had it.
Pork chop.
Pork chop. Baked potato with all the fixins, dude. No
Very
green
good.
onion, but other than that, yeah.
Yes.
Bacon, cheese, sour cream, drenched in butter. Loved it.
I've been eating like a king this week.
Oh,
dude.
man.
Even this weekend, I was eating more than I should.
I'm really hoping this mushroom coffee clears me out because I got so stuffed in Atlantic City that I had to throw up because I was just too stuffed.
Oh, nice.
Like at night. No, not at all, dude.
It's going to make more
room. It was
room.
brutal, dude. I could not. I don't know what the hell was going on. But yeah, it was brutal.
Damn.
Then I felt fine.
What were you eating?
I mean, it's just normal. I had a sandwich, like a hoagie sandwich in the morning, like mid morning, and then I went to like this Japanese place called Noodles, like a Japanese joint. Basically, I had some like a rice bowl.
Cool.
It was good, no problems. And then like at night, I kept waking up. I was just stuffed. I was like, I gotta fucking pull the trigger. So I went and made myself throw up.
Yeah, and then felt better.
I mean, eventually, I did. I had to do it like I had to do 2 rounds. Dude. It's crazy.
They say it's bad to throw up a lot.
Yeah, it's not good for you because you have stomach acid and it'll rot your teeth.
Yeah, that's why I think.
And you can get throat cancer and shit too because it'll like.
Oh really?
Esophageal cancer because it'll like eat away at your throat.
I thought it was just a teeth thing.
Yeah, it's acid, so it'll like eat through a lot of shit. It'll eat through your esophagus or your throat or your gums or your teeth.
Interesting.
Yeah, pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, because I was thinking at one point I was like maybe I could make a mouth guard for bulimia.
You're gonna make a mouth guard for bulimia? What the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah, so like you'd put the guard in so that your teeth are fine as you throw up.
Oh my God, you're talking. Okay, I see what you're saying. A mouth guard. All right, so you're really saying, yeah, an acid protector.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, let's not worry about the other problem with that. But yeah, all right.
Well, I didn't know about the whole esophagus thing.
Well, no, I don't even mean that. I mean the fact that bulimia in itself is like a mental disorder that it's really not good for you. Like it's really fucked up. Like it's like body image issues are really, really bad. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Very similar to anorexia.
Everybody has that though.
What, anorexia?
Body image issues.
I think bulimia is a specific type, and I think it's probably worse if you have to get diagnosed.
First world problem.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either.
If you say so. But anyway, we do. So Mom's Menu was awesome. We had some good stuff. We do have new listeners this week from Malawi, Malawi. You know where that is?
Hawaii area.
Hawaii area. No, that would be Maui. No, Malawi. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Is in Southeast Africa. I had no idea where it was. So thank you, Malawi listeners, man. Appreciate you.
We love you. We know where you are.
That sounded aggressive and weird. We know where you are, Malawi. So yeah, thanks for that's our newest listeners. This week's episode is Mark Norman. We should just get going on it. You want to hear the trailer? Let's do it. The special is Mark Norman, None Too Please on Netflix. Here we go.
Boulder, I love you. I think we got a special in the books. I love it here. Thank you. I'm Kevin Hart. Good night. Thank you. We got it. Actually got caught going to a strip club recently by my wife. Yeah, I don't know how she caught me. I only talked about it on 4 podcasts. And I'm not a strip club guy, but it was a bachelor party. I had to go. But she was upset. She was like, what do you like, looking at tits and ass? I was like, no. It's just kind of fun giving a woman money and have her appreciate it. But, oh, yeah. Some beautiful women there, though, I got to say. Black women, that's my weakness. That's my number one. I was staring at this beautiful black dancer. She caught me looking. She walked right up to me. She goes, $20. You can touch whatever you want. I go, I'm not falling for that. She goes, $20. Touch anything. All right. I gave her $20. I touched her hair. They kicked me out. I know. What the hell? Wasn't even hers. Oh, yeah. She was pissed. She took a swing at me. Hi, Bob. She weaved. But,
All right, there it was. What a weird trailer, dude.
Very acapella kind of.
Yeah,
it's
weird.
an acapella
I
trailer.
mean, the first part is like him at the end, and then it's rewinding to the special. It's very odd. And then the end has weird music. So, I don't know. Either way, that is the trailer for None Too Pleased. That is Mark Norman's 5th special, apparently. 5th special or album. 1.5 hour and 4 hours, I believe. If you know Mark Norman, you probably know him from he's got a couple podcasts or weeklies. Tuesdays with Stories with Joe List, and We Might Be Drunk with Sam Morrill. Yeah, started doing comedy in 2006. Graduate of Southeast Louisiana University, buddy.
Nice.
And he started in 2006 in New Orleans, which is where he's from. First set ever was at Lucy's Retired Surfer Bar. Apparently, that's the place people do comedy down there. Oddly, I was looking up stuff about him. He was in the Seattle International Comedy Competition in 2009 and in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
In 2009, and he didn't even make the semifinals, which is crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
2011, he made the semifinals, but did not make the finals. So he's never made the final, or he didn't make the finals of it. 2009 also, just Ron Funches was also in the competition, and he didn't make the semifinals either. So neither him nor Ron Funches, who were both pretty damn big acts, made the semifinals in Sick in 2009. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
So, lesson learned, man.
Yeah,
who gives a shit if you make stuff, dude?
Gives you a little hope.
Keep fucking
too.
going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Because these guys are, this guy's a bona fide comedy star now at this point.
He's a comedy legend, almost, I think.
Yeah, he's,
if he dies.
Once he dies, man.
Once he dies.
If only he's like,
I love Mark Norman.
but yeah, so yeah, just keep on keeping on, man. I don't know if he wasn't good or people didn't get it or whatever. You just never know. Like maybe he found something out between them. That was only 3 years in, which is pretty impressive. Anyway, so Mark Norman did that, and then also you probably remember, or you might remember, hey, he's one of the guys who performed at the Riyadh Festival. You know what though? He doesn't talk about it, and he doesn't say shit about it. And he just did it, took the check, shut the fuck up, and kept doing comedy.
Yeah.
Which is what you're supposed to do, Bill Burr and fucking everybody else who's like, I don't know why people are getting me shit about it. Just fucking take it and then shut up. And then you get to be Mark Norman, and no one cares that he went to Riyadh.
Well, also, Mark Norman wasn't like trying to pick out hypocrisy in the world or whatever either.
There's that too. Riyadh Comedy Festival legend. That's Mark Norman. That is his intro. What'd you think overall? How'd you feel about it?
Oh, I love this special. I thought it was great.
It's great. I also loved it. I also thought it was really, really good.
It's hard not to like it.
It's very strong. It's very strong. It's very dense. I mean, that's the Mark Norman staple, dude. The guy just has joke after joke after joke. There's so many in a special. Like I think we've talked about it before. Mm-hmm. He probably does this special is 55 minutes. It's probably like an hour 20 worth of someone else's jokes. Like not someone else's jokes.
Yeah.
If someone else was doing this special, it'd be an hour 20.
Yeah.
He talks fast. He packs everything in.
Yeah.
He doesn't fuck around, man. He's just doing jokes, and he's going to move into the next one as soon as he can. So.
Yeah. Also, you don't really, I'm sure there is cold transitions in this. You don't really catch them.
There definitely are. I was trying to look out for them.
Mm-hmm.
He hides them, which is going so fast, part of it. And then also, there aren't as many as you think, like you were saying. Like there are a lot of the jokes kind of string together.
Mm-hmm.
Almost all of them, actually. There are a couple, but I don't know how you avoid that. Especially when you're doing jokey jokes like these.
Yeah, yeah. And there is like a breath of like personalness kind of to it too. Right? So even though it is jokey jokes, it is kind of like, oh, we had a kid, yada yada yada.
Sure.
You know?
Yep.
That was a pretty good Mark Norman impression right there.
Oh yeah, we had a kid, yada yada.
I couldn't do it again, but I nailed it.
So I also enjoyed it. It was odd. What I find odd is he's not clean, but his dirtiness, he's not dirty for no reason. His dirtiness is really well placed. Like when he's talking about something dirty, he'll say dirty shit, but he doesn't just say dirty shit to say dirty shit, right?
Yeah.
There's no like stray F-bombs or stray, you know what I mean? Like he'll say fuck and he'll say shit and he'll say all these things.
Yeah.
But only in the context of the joke. He's not using them as filler, right? It's part of a joke about shit if he says shit, or having sex if he says fuck, right?
Yeah.
So
he's basically what I wish all my jokes were like. Like all of his jokes.
I get that.
They're all so good and just tight.
He's very robotic. I will say. Like
it is
not
kind
in
of
not in a bad way, but also not in. It's not the best thing in the world to be robotic like that, but he makes it work so well. I think that's just the way he is, and he just embraced it, and he's like, well, this is how I do this, so I'm doing it this way.
Yeah.
I don't think he could change that if he wanted to. Like, I think that's part of his personality at this point. It's part of his act.
Yeah. Well, and I think the robotic part of it is, it just does. It is a little bit robotic. I know exactly what you're talking about, but also it just doesn't feel robotic, really.
Yeah, Like, I don't know. When you watch him though, the way he moves, is so fucking awkward. Like the way he moves and talks together is very awkward, but not in an off-putting way.
Yeah, it's calculated.
It's real weird, dude.
It feels super calculated.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Just the way he's all stiff-legged walking around the stage and shit. You think that's calculated? God, that'd be tough to keep up for a whole hour if it's not real.
Yeah.
I think it's just part of his. I think it's just his thing, dude. I think it's just the way he is.
Yeah.
But maybe, I mean, he's an odd duck, dude.
But he's somebody that's just focused on the jokes the whole time.
100%.
That's his only focus.
Yeah.
And so I think if he's like, okay, I finally got it down to this way, I'd perform it this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's huge. He's a huge like Seinfeld like fan. Talked about it. We watched that podcast. Him and
you can hear
Sam
you can hear Seinfeld.
100%.
Yeah.
It's the jokey jokes and it's just the maniacal. You can hear. I think you can hear the work when you watch him do stand up. You're like, damn, that took him a while to get here. I guarantee it, because these are kind of weird ways to say things. There's no extra words. There's absolutely no. It's very.
There's no fat on any of it.
No, it's very purposeful. Really impressive to see. It's like a technician, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think we talked about like vibe comics before, like comics that just kind of
coast off
their
of charisma.
Their vibe is what people came to see.
Yeah.
He kind of doesn't have a vibe. Like he only has jokes, so I guess that's his vibe, right? Like,
yeah.
that's how I feel about it anyway. Like he's a technician.
Mm-hmm.
He's tactical, right?
Yeah.
Whereas like Bert Kreischer might be like a atomic bomb, right? And maybe it's bigger, maybe the blast radius is bigger, whatever. And he's like a fucking tactical missile. Like he's gonna hit exactly where he wants to. He's only gonna destroy the thing he wants to destroy, right?
Yeah.
There's no casualties. Or no unwanted casualties.
Well, and even
that's probably a bad metaphor, but whatever.
I get you. I was listening. I listened to it.
Or
with
analogy.
Bev.
I said metaphor. I mean analogy.
It's all good. I get you.
So
I was listening to it with Bev on the way up. I'd already
Yeah.
watched it once, but I was listening to it with Bev on the way up.
Oh, how'd she like it?
She liked it.
Okay.
She liked it a lot. And it was funny to like watch her because she was like, "God damn, that was a good joke." And I was like, "Yeah, dude." I was like, I wish I could do that kind of shit.
This his turns are great. His setups are great. The punchlines are great. I mean, for the most part, definitely.
Now, I will say this. I know we're going to cover this anyways. I will say
what
this.
we didn't like.
I did feel like there is some hacky jokes in there.
Yep.
There's definitely some hacky jokes in there.
I wrote down quite a number of premises or joke types that they were hacky. Tell me if any of you disagree with any of these.
Okay.
Okay. So I wrote down for hacky his Twin Towers joke, the Eiffel Tower Twin Towers joke.
I like
the
that
Alec
joke.
Baldwin joke, the Chris Rock joke, the marriages. Like a lot of his marriage jokes were sort of like, my wife. It was so hard with my wife.
Yeah.
Kind of old. Teachers fucking kids joke, clergy joke, ice jokes, blacks don't swim. Some of his racial shit is very like stereotypical.
Mm-hmm.
However, keep going. Like what you were saying. I guess you were saying.
Okay, so like the last four, I totally agree with you on those premises. That Eiffel Tower Twin Towers joke. Funny. We both crumbled under pressure.
I didn't like that joke, and it's because it's one of the few jokes I saw coming immediately.
Oh, okay.
As soon as he's like, to the Eiffel Tower, like when you're I'm like, he's doing a Twin Towers joke for sure.
Oh, really?
And I actually didn't love the way he I didn't like the order of the words in that one, which is so dumb to say for his special, which is everything is perfectly thought out. But Yeah, specifically, I didn't really love that one. A lot of times he'll give away that the joke's not that strong afterwards, and he's like, "Hey," and he does like the little, and he points at the audience and shit, or he does like a little fist bump. So it's like he's in on the fact that it's not the most clever joke in the world.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that or don't like it. I don't think I mind. It doesn't bother me. You know what I mean?
It doesn't bother me. The teacher's fucking kids one.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a hacky premise. Like,
we should be giving this kid's a hero, like that kind of shit.
Yeah,
for sure.
That being said, he does them great, and then some of them, like the ice joke, dude. I've heard so many people do an ice joke so similar to that.
Yeah,
but he didn't waste any time on it. He was just like, boom, here's a joke, and then move on. It wasn't. Fucking
the ice joke. I actually thought he did it way better than I've. It's the same joke that you've heard from other people, but his execution of it was 10 times better. Because of the way, because of having where he set the scene. He's talking to somebody who's in Mexico who's potentially moving to the United States, and that's a way I haven't heard it done. Mm-hmm. And I think it was a really important way to do it. I didn't love again, we agree that it's kind of hacky, whatever. But
the premise
again, what you said is the important part, and you mentioned he gets through it. All these jokes. Yeah. They're in and out. He gets through them. He's quick. He's done with them. You can be hacky. You can have like little hack jokes in the middle of it, in the middle of your set. When you have an hour worth of like novel, clever, fun jokes, and then have, sprinkle a couple little hacky ones in there, I'm not going to hold that against you, man.
Yeah. And audiences love those kind of jokes.
They do love those types of jokes.
Yeah.
They do. And also, some of those jokes are really fun to write, even though they're hacky, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like a little thing for you to keep you motivated, kind of. And
they're kind of topical.
Yeah, can be.
The other thing,
for sure. Some of them are.
The one I would add is maybe like the Irish car bomb. I've heard a lot of
Irish car bomb joke.
Heard a lot of jokes about the old
Irish car bomb joke. Yeah, yeah.
But then again, in it and out of it.
In it and out of it. That was really the only thing that I had that I didn't love. The awkwardness of his delivery sometimes got a little bit annoying for him. And I didn't think his closer was strong. I thought that was really weird. He starts to get a little political only for like 2 minutes at the very end. And I thought it really threw off the rest. It really threw off the set, in my opinion. Like the rest of it was so anti-political. Sure, he talks about political stuff, but he doesn't mention anything specifically political.
Yeah.
Now he's not like leaning one way or the other in his jokes. I'm not saying that, but he just, even to bring it up, it automatically, I was just like, I don't really want to listen to this part. You know what I mean?
Right. And the end did kind of come out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was weird.
There wasn't like a big build up to a big joke.
I thought it was one of the weaker jokes in the special. His closer, I thought, was one of the weakest jokes in the special, which it's really the only thing I would change about it, to be honest with you. Is there's 10 jokes in this special that are way better to close on than that one. Maybe it's just a matter of when he's putting them together, he couldn't figure out a way to reorder it to where he had a stronger joke at the end. I don't know. Or maybe he just loves that joke and I just didn't.
Yeah, that could be it too.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what's crushing hard everywhere.
Crushing.
Right. Because I know he's touring. He's been touring this hour for like a couple years.
This hour?
I think so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I figured he'd be building it.
I think he. Well, I mean, he's building it for.
I don't know
a couple
when it's
years.
last. Yeah,
you're right. Maybe not touring all of the shit for the last 2 years, but
like build. I get what you're saying.
He takes a couple. He takes 2 to 3 years to put out another special. So the whole time he's going through it.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder. Yeah, I wonder when. I don't even know when his last special was.
He's also a dude that's known for doing everything, like shitty shows, whatever. He's down to do just.
Oh, for just comedy shows.
Yeah,
We'll go do everything.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can get him out to the draft zone.
That would be awesome.
That'd be sick. Something tells me he's in high demand. We'll say that.
Oh yeah, it would cost a fortune probably to get him to the draft.
His wife's a comedian.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I looked her bits up on on Instagram. I didn't even know she was. I was like, oh, okay. Well, we've talked about this before. As soon as you put in any dude's name, it says wife.
Yeah.
And then image search, obviously. She's cute.
Throw that into AI.
May Plannert is her name. They were married in November 2022. I heard some of her stuff. It's pretty funny. It's fairly funny. She also has an interesting podcast about I'm not even sure what it's about. It seems to be like a kind of a girly podcast. So good for her.
Yeah, that's cool.
It looks like Soup to Nuts was in 2023. So yeah, you're looking at 3 years. And it's been 3 years in between all of his stuff. 2014, 17, 20, 23, and 26. So he's like clockwork.
Yeah. Which is great, but that does mean we do have to wait another 3 years before we get a Mark Norman.
And that's fine.
Special.
That's cool.
I mean, when they're like this,
He'll probably come tour in between. You can do that.
Yeah.
Watch him
and he does clubs. I fucking love that.
In transit.
When dudes that are like this do clubs.
Does he do clubs?
I mean, he did a club last time.
He did a comedy club last time. Yeah. I wonder if he's still doing that or not. I don't know. I was just curious.
But
if you heard him say that or whatever, like
I didn't hear him say that, but I just know he's like he's a comics comic. He's a comic that fucking doing clubs.
Comic that likes doing comedy.
Just likes doing comedy.
Venues.
Yeah. I think that's what I get from it. From what he talks about on We Might Be Drunk. Also, very funny podcast.
I absolutely would love to do like a theater or a arena or stadium show, but at the same time, it is not the best venue to watch comedy at all.
Yeah. I like clubs.
Yeah, clubs are great.
But I say that because
it's the intimacy of it.
I've never done a stadium.
Of course. I mean, it would be a kick. Obviously, it's like one of those things that I definitely think like bucket list style. I'd be like, fuck, dude, if I can do a theater or an arena, I'm doing a fucking arena, dude. If I could do a stadium show like Bargatze got to do, or like Larry the Cable Guy or whatever, you get to do like an NFL stadium. I'm doing that for sure. You know, you got it at least once. But I do think the actual comedy part of it works a lot better in a club environment, in a smaller environment.
Yeah,
which is more doing crowd work to the fucking upper deck.
It is.
Like, hey, what's your name? No, not you. Section 234, row 17, seat 4.
Dude, Big J will do that shit.
That sounds right.
Big J does that. But then they have the cameras all set up for him to be able to do that.
Wait, he does it at like big ass like stadium shows and shit?
He'll do crowd work at those.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah. But
how do they hear what he's saying? Do they give him a mic or anything? The other guy.
That I'm not sure. I don't think they give him a mic. No,
just have like one of those parabolic mics that like zeroes in on him.
Well, and I don't think he's going for people way far back either.
Sure.
He's probably doing people.
Well, that's what. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But then but I think they have like cameras and all that shit, so they can put like those people on the TV.
Yeah.
So then everybody can kind of be into what's going on. That's the only way. That's the only way you could do that.
I get you. Mark Norman does not do crowd work.
No. Well, I've seen clips of him doing crowd work.
Well, he doesn't in the special.
Not in the special, no, none.
I'm sure he can do crowd work, but it's definitely not what he's doing in the special. I think he does, a couple of those lines like, you remember? Or, like stuff like that, but that's not real crowd work. So, yeah, man, that's Marky Mark, man. We should probably play our clips here. Oh, anything else you didn't get or you didn't like?
No, I liked it all pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, I think we went through the hackiness part. That's really the only sort of nitpick I have.
Just a couple of those because it was good.
Doesn't really matter, no. Yeah. Just because so much of the other stuff obscures it, so it's not really a big problem.
Yeah.
If he spent 5 minutes doing that teacher fucking kids joke, then that'd be a problem. But he doesn't.
Or the ice joke,
or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So. I mean, now, really, before we get to the favorite jokes, we probably should do
Fashionisto.
A little Fashionisto. Colton Drake.
Fashionisto. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Fashionisto for Mark Norman's special, his new special, Norman. Not Pleasant. Right? That's what it's called? Not Pleasant?
None Too Pleased.
None Too Pleased. Sorry. Very pleasant.
None Too Pleased.
None Too Pleased. Okay. So what he is wearing is he's wearing like a gray jacket. Looks nice. It's clean jacket. I don't know what you call that.
Gray collared jacket.
Gray collared jacket. I don't know what you would call that kind of style of jacket.
I don't know either, but it's nice. It does look good.
Okay. And then he looks like he has a darker gray shirt underneath that. Shirt.
Yeah.
And then he has what looks like some
tan or khaki.
Tan khaki jeans. He's wearing some
jeans or pants. Ooh.
They look like jeans. Okay. And then he's wearing he's got some gray shoes on. He's getting a little bit of gray in his hair.
Salt and peppery in his hair.
Yeah, a little salt and peppery look. He's got a watch on. Aside from that, this is a very like plain
It's a basic look.
It's a basic look. We love
basic
the jacket. We love the jacket shit over here.
Yeah.
So
jacket looks great.
I think the jacket looks good. And I like the pants.
Okay.
You don't see a lot of people wear that color pants.
Okay, the tan pants.
Yeah.
Okay.
in specials. He is wearing like lawnmower shoes, kind of. It looks like.
What does that mean?
Shoes that you'd wear the lawn. You would.
Shoes that you would mow your lawn in. Okay.
Yeah. That's what it looks like.
Like
they're
New
probably
Balances or something? Is that what you're trying to like?
Yeah, I don't know.
They're just sneakers, right?
Yeah. They look like just sneakers.
But shit sneakers is what you're saying. Like not fancy ones.
They don't look that fancy.
Yeah.
They're probably more fancy than I know, but
Yeah, sure.
they don't look that fancy.
Okay.
So with this look overall, real quick, behind him, the theater has purple curtains that look really cool, and then it has like these green lights at the bottom of the curtains.
Mm-hmm.
I think that looks really cool. I like the whole kind of setup of it, and I feel like what he's wearing doesn't necessarily clash against it, and isn't the same color, but it looks good. I think it kind of the whole vibe looks good. I'm gonna give this like a 6.4.
6.4. Okay.
Yeah, it's great. It's clean. I like it a lot. Hair looks good. Everything looks good. That's but yeah, that's my rating. Nothing too flashy, nothing too crazy.
All right. So there you have it. Mark Norman gets the 6.4 Prince Alberts in Colton Drake Fashionisto segment. All right, yeah, I don't have anything to add. I mean, it looks good, looks fine, but it's not. He's definitely not like flashy or anything. It's very, it's subdued. The venue looks great. That was it's the Boulder Theater in Boulder, Colorado. So yeah, check that shit out. He said he'd never been to Boulder before this. Interesting to film your special in a place you've never been.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, pretty odd. We just talked about he's a club comedian. He's here in a theater now. What are you talking about, dude? You don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, most people film their specials in theaters, it seems like.
Yeah, it does seem that way. And theaters also, like smaller theaters, those are fine too.
Yeah.
I think they are pretty conducive to a special taping. I wonder why that is. I wonder why most people prefer to do it that way. That's interesting. So that completes Colton Drake Fashionisto, and we'll get right into our clips. Our order's a little bit weird right now, but we'll get it done. So let's do your clip first. So your clip, you want to set it up at all?
No, it sets it up. It's the whole joke.
Okay, here we go. This is Mark Norman, Colton Drake's favorite joke.
But now I'm married. My wife, she is not Jewish, but we were having a good roll in the hay the other night. Slipped out, went to the bee-hole for a second, and she was none too pleased. She was like, show's over, that's it. I was like, damn, why the hell are those two so close? That feels wrong. They're like an inch of flesh separating the two. Those should be further apart, right? One should be on the shoulder, one should be on the knee. Yeah? Let them breathe a little. It's like two arch enemies living right next door to each other. It's basically Israel and Palestine, right there, you know? Just one little Gaza Strip separating it, and the butthole's definitely Palestine, because I'd love to visit one day, but you got to be careful, right? It can get a little hairy, you know? And the vagina's clearly Israel, because I'll go anytime, even during bloodshed.
There you go. What do you got to say about it? Your clip, buddy.
What I love about it. All right. None too pleased. Name of the special. So that's one thing. I also like the comparison between Iran and Israel being in there. I think is very funny. Right. I feel like this joke really thrives off of the tags. The tags are my favorite part.
Okay.
Of just being like a little strip in the like a little Gaza strip in the middle.
Sure.
Funny, and then just keep kind of tagging it with that same idea in mind. That's not easy to do.
Sure.
And yeah, I think he executed that perfectly. So that's what I really like.
Yeah, it's a solid premise, and he pays it off. I mean, really, that's what it is. It really comes down to, in my opinion. It's a good analogy that he's using, right?
Yeah.
Between
it's like it,
and it's something that you've thought about, maybe not in those terms, but you think about that. You're like, why is there an asshole and a vagina right next to each other? And also, conversely and similarly, the fuck is going on over in the Middle East that there's like these hated rivals that are right next door to each other?
Yeah,
seems kind of crazy, but
so then that also makes it feel like it's topical at the same time with all the shit going on.
Yeah, except and I think he takes great pains in that joke too to not make it political. I mean, he says something very quickly about about the Israel and then about Palestine. Like Palestine's, it's very interesting. He says Palestine's the butthole, he gets a very strong reaction that's clearly from people who are like, fuck Muslims. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He blows right past it because that's not what he wants the joke to be about.
Yeah.
Kind of quiets him down because he's doing that, and then goes into the Israel part.
Well, and it can
I think that happens to him a lot. It looks like, in this special especially, I think there are 3 or 4 times where he says something, gets a big reaction, but it's really not what he was trying to, you know, he has a couple trans jokes where he does that. Where people are like, oh, and he's like, that's really not the fucking point of the joke. But he keeps calm, he powers through, and gets to the actual point.
Yeah. Well, and then he kind of has some punny humor in there, too.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he loves a good pun. A lot of puns.
Like it's getting hairy, whatever. Yeah.
He does a lot of puns.
But it's good. The puns are solid.
They are. And you get away with some of the worst ones just because the other ones are good and because the rest of the special's good.
Yeah.
Again, like you get a little bit of street cred or a little bit of credit with the audience, I think. When you have as strong a set as he does, that you can even throw some weak stuff in there, some kind of cheeky shit or stuff that maybe isn't that strong, but you just like, and it's just silly.
Yeah.
A dad jokey, even.
Well, and I think it'd be hard too. Like that Gaza Strip line is so funny.
It's funny. Yeah.
Right. And that was essentially the first tag of that joke.
Yeah.
Right. Is the Gaza Strip. And it'd be easy to stop there. But then to like just keep pushing to these different tags and like that's it's creative, dude. It's good. I like that a lot.
And of course a period blood joke at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing hacky about that.
I'll go during bloodshed. So stupid.
So dumb.
Yeah.
It is so dumb. No, it's good. Yeah, man, it's good choice on the joke. That's actually your joke is almost right after. I think there's 2 jokes in between the joke that I selected and the joke that you selected. In my joke, Mark Norman talks about getting bullied at school.
Yeah, I got bullied a lot growing up. The big 3, I got called gay, Jew, and retard, and I'm none of those things, but I could pass. Yeah, that was bullying when I was a kid. Now it's shifted. Now bullying is calling someone racist, homophobic, or misogynist, and I'm none of those things either, but I could pass. Yeah. But, I try to support. Like, I'd like to have sex with a non-binary person just because it sounds like you had a threesome. I was like, how was that date last night? Oh, it went well. Oh, yeah? Did you have sex with her? No, them. Oh, yeah, they were all over me. It was pretty wet and wild. Really? Squirter? Wow, we'll just say fluid.
All right. So that's the joke that I selected. Couple points to make on that. First of all, rule of 3s right out the gate with both sides of that, right? Mm-hmm. So he gives 3 examples of the big 3 of what you were called as a kid, or what he was called as a kid, and then 3 more examples of what people are bullied for now. He pits one against the other, and then he uses the same punchline. It's essentially a quick callback. I could pass. Very funny way to do that.
Also, it's interesting use of the rule of 3s too, because usually with the rule of 3s, it's like 2 things small, 1 thing big, or vice versa, and it's almost like all 3 of those things are kind of on the same level. Yeah. So it's not like he's looking for a laugh on those 3 things, but more of the I could pass is the
yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's definitely the joke. The joke is either way. But I really enjoyed that part, and then he adds on to it with the trans stuff, not trans stuff. Is that right? What was it? What are you just talking about? Dude, I can't believe I can't.
Being bullied the other way, being called racist and
racist, homophobic, misogynist. So he has that part, and then
I could pass.
Yeah, and then but then immediately goes into kind of what having a 3-way, or not having a 3-way, having sex with a non-binary person and acting as though it's a 3-way. Interesting. This almost dips into that, what I would call sort of a hacky premise, just because I hear so many people trying to do this joke, essentially this joke, and do it poorly because they haven't put the order right, they haven't set it up correctly, but it's a they them part. It's a they them joke, and they have it in their head. There's 2 people or whatever. Like, hey, if I have sex with a trans, does that count as a threesome? I've heard a few people do that, and it's the same joke, but it's a completely different joke, right? The premise is exactly the same. The execution is shitty. Like, that's a shitty way to do the joke. The way he brings it in is I was doing something, right? Making it a personal story that actually happened rather than a hypothetical.
Yeah.
Because that's a big thing. Like, what do you do if blah, blah, blah? is never as good as I did this thing, right? We talked about that a couple times before. I did this thing, and then the different puns that he has there, right? So until he gets to the squirter line, a lot of that still tracks as sort of similar to what stuff I've heard before. But yeah, they were all over me, all that stuff. I've heard a little bit of versions of that. Then he gets to the squirter line, and then he goes, let's just call it fluid.
Yeah.
Great line. That's a great line. Great line to end on. Really enjoyed it. I was like, oh, okay, this really turns the joke from, I say that line really turns the joke from like a B minus to like an A minus A. You know what I mean?
Well, and the punchline is not the pun. So I like that. It sucks when people gear like a whole joke towards like, oh, my punchline's a pun. But instead he's using puns as tags.
What do you mean? Say what you're saying.
Okay, so like the punchline for they were all over me, right? Whatever, right? Mm-hmm. That's essentially the punchline. Wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah. It's,
and then
it's at least one of them.
Yeah. Sounds like it was Wet and Wild or was she scored whatever, and he's like.
So it's more of a tag. You're saying? Well, it's another little setup tag.
Yeah, he's using puns as tags and not like.
I get what you're saying. It's not the impetus for the entire joke.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I liked about that joke. It's a good joke.
Yeah, very
well
funny.
Structured, obviously. Like that's what you see from him all the time. And yeah, we both enjoyed those jokes. I don't have much else to say. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I enjoyed the special a lot.
Do we have a ChatGPT review this week?
We do have a ChatGPT review. You want to do that?
I do.
Right now? Okay, let's see it. All right, as you may or may not know, I like to ask ChatGPT to be a dick for us. Basically, we ask ChatGPT to write a 70-word scathing review of the special we review, and ChatGPT does, and then is shitty about it, and then we read it, and then we figure it out. All right, here we go. None too pleased. Feels like a tired echo of sharper sets. Coasting on recycled neuroses and machine gun delivery that mistakes speed for substance. The punchlines land with a shrug, not a sting, and the self-awareness curdles into smugness. Bits meander, callbacks fizzle, and the crowd work feels perfunctory. It's a special that insists it's edgy while playing it safe, leaving little to remember beyond the noise, which is dull, forgettable noise. I didn't write an end for that one. Yeah. I didn't have a good pun for it.
Which means I was none too pleased.
That is accurate on the number of people who were pleased.
I disagree with that whole ChatGPT.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
That one sucked.
It's pretty bad.
Just wrong. That right there.
There are a couple things that that are factual within it. Machine gun delivery.
Yeah.
The smugness, I could understand that a little bit. I could see how he could come off as smug. I don't get it, or I don't see that, but I could see how that could happen. Everything else is garbage. I don't even know what perfunctory means, to be honest with you. So maybe that should be our lesson of the day from ChatGPT to figure out what the fuck perfunctory means. I could make something up, and I'd be wrong. You know what I mean?
It's before the funk.
It is. Carried out with a minimum of effort or reflection. Boom.
Oh, okay.
And that I really disagree with. All right. So there we go. That was ChatGPT. Write all your messages to chatgptsucks@standupsnobs@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Just let us know how much you hate ChatGPT. Do you think he'd be a good hang?
Oh, yeah. I think he'd be an excellent hang.
I think he's super awkward, but I've seen him. I've listened to him on podcasts, and he's great on podcasts. Yeah. So I also think he'd be a fun hang.
He's very much like a word association person, I think.
That seems right. Yeah. I think I'm on board with that. Would it work at open mic? Obviously.
Yeah, we'd crush it open mic.
I'm fucking retiring that category. That category is dumb. We've been doing it for a while now. The only time we ever said it doesn't is on a special we just ate. Yeah. I don't think we need to keep belaboring the point that these 20-year comedy veterans can fucking perform at open mic. I don't even know why.
You're right.
I don't even know why I did that in the first place. I'm sure there was a reason, but
that
was
my
stupid.
idea, I think.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
you're
why
clear.
the fuck did you do that?
You're clear.
Better name for the special's called None Too Pleased. You heard the only time it's said
Yeah.
is in that joke. I actually didn't think it was said at all until I've like cleared up your joke. I'm like, oh, that's where it is.
Honestly, I didn't hear it until you just played it right now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, that's where it was at.
Do you like this? First of all, do you like the name?
Yeah, I think the name's great.
I do not.
You don't like the name?
I don't like the name.
What would you call it?
I don't know that I have a ton better, but this is what I would call it. You started it. There's a joke that he talks about his friend becoming a trans woman, and saying, I don't want anything to change between us. And he goes, you started it.
Yeah.
I just think that's a fun name for a special. It has nothing to do with a joke. It's just,
I Could Pass would be a good one too.
Oh, I Could Pass.
I Could Pass.
That'd be interesting. Yeah. So whatever, that might be an interesting one. There's nothing wrong with None Too Pleased. I just didn't love it. That's all.
Yeah.
What would you emulate about this comic?
Phew, man.
What would you emulate about Mark Norman?
Just the writing, maybe, and then maybe trying to look for tags that are more punny. Maybe just for tagging jokes.
Little punny puns. It's to me, it's emulating the density. It's emulating the clear maniacal work ethic of really cutting down word for word, is shaving it close to the skin as possible. So no wasted words. That's what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's pretty much I think that'll do it. I don't think I have anything else on here. Top 5. We have top 5.
Yeah,
Did it make your top 5?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it made my top 5. Let me look again. It is safely in my top 5 at this point. I do not have it at number 1, but I do have it in the top 5.
Cool.
Did it hit your number 1 yet? Do you think no or yes?
Yeah, either one or two.
Either one or two. Okay.
Yeah.
Right on, man. So yeah, it's definitely up there in the top end. So
it feels like one of those anybody could watch and be like, "Oh, this is funny." You couldn't watch it and be like "This isn't funny." Like, there's no fucking chance.
Maybe, I don't know. I do. I mean, definitely people can, because people fucking do that shit all the time with stuff that's really funny.
Yeah, but if you don't like this at all, you don't like any part of this, you're just an idiot. You suck.
Or you just don't like comedy. I do think this is the special. If you're like, hey, what is stand-up comedy? This is a special you put on and go, this is what stand-up comedy is, because it really is what stand-up comedy is. Like like classic stand-up comedy. If they've never seen stand-up comedy before, you're like, hey, you want to go to a stand-up comedy show? And they're like, is it going to be a psychic?
Yeah.
Who doesn't tell any joke? No. It's going to be like this. And I'd put it on and be like, okay, that's what I wanted to see. Right.
Yeah.
So I think that works out. Let's move on. So I'll close the book on old Mark Norman, man. Great special, man. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. It's a real fun special.
It's a barn burner.
It's a barn burner. Yeah, it's very, very good. And if you don't like it, Colton says you're dumb.
Yeah, you are dumb if you don't like it.
All right, there you go.
That's true. So
that'll close the book on Mark Norman. None Too Pleased. Great work, buddy. Let's go to listener mail. How about that?
Yeah,
ready for that? All right, a little listener mail. This is getting weird, but essentially it's just we're going back and forth between TBone and Tilly.
Yeah.
So if you guys are tired of hearing from TBone or Tilly, email us, and then we'll read your shit, because I'm getting tired of them too. I don't even like these guys. So, and neither one of them can write worth a shit. So actually, that's not true. Tilly's are so funny because they're just stream of consciousness notes from episodes we did months ago.
Is that what this one is?
And just random shit. No, this one's TBone.
Okay.
Did I say TBone? I meant Tilly just gives us weird, like,
oh yeah, no.
I love this, and like, what are you even talking about? I don't remember saying that. He said something about Jew vision in the last email he sent me, and I guess I said Jew vision in something. I'm like, don't take that out of context, man. I don't want to hear about that shit at all. We do all these episodes. I don't remember all of them anymore. But here, Mark Norman. It's entitled Mark Norman. TBone is fucking ready, dude. Mm-hmm. He's listening to stuff, and then he emails immediately. He's trying to be the third member of the gang, essentially.
I love that.
I do love it. The Mark Norman special was great. My new number 1. So you figured out his
there you go.
number 1. It actually says my new number 1. It says 1 and then 1. Yeah, weird. His look was not good. Very Forrest Gump vibe sniping style.
Okay.
Vibe sniping. Boom. That's our word.
Yeah.
I'm stealing our shit. I think that's why I said that.
Yeah, of course that's why I said
the great premises and punchlines were aplenty. The risky jokes all paid off. A lot of the jokes in this remind me of Chris Jessup's.
Ooh. Interesting.
I did think his joke about the Irish car bomb, pretty similar to Chris's.
Yeah.
To the point that I bet if Chris watches this, he's going to be like, fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, he can still do it. It's different enough.
Yeah.
But it's also like, I feel like, I want to say that Chris has already been confronted about stealing this joke from Mark Norman.
Oh, really?
But Chris has been doing that joke forever.
Yeah.
And the person who confronted him, like did some clip Mark Norman or whatever. And it was like at least a year after Chris had already been doing his joke. Parallel thought, people, it happens.
Yeah.
I don't think Chris stole that joke.
And also, it is crazy that there's a drink called the Irish Carp. That is just a crazy thing.
And I've heard other people with that premise. It's just and then someone I like Chris's joke a lot. He
Chris's
does
joke too.
The Columbine part of it. I think is very funny.
Yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about, you wouldn't really know. Yeah, he's got a 9/11. Yeah. Basically, Irish car bomb is like, it's weird that you named after acts of terror.
Yeah.
Or drinks after acts of terror. And then he does a 9/11, comes in 2 flights, blah blah blah. Like it's pretty funny. And then he does a Columbine, which is 156 shots or something, something dumb like that. So it's a similar joke to what Mark Norman does here, which is
it's a Manhattan and it comes in 2 flights. I think it's the 9/11 one, something like that.
Yeah, it's just a Manhattan, comes in 2 flights. Yeah. He does a similar thing here. He does Irish car bomb, then he does
they're different though.
Sandy Hook, right? He does the Sandy Hook. That's a shooter.
Yeah.
So that's a similar punchline. And he's got another one. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. The point is, I did notice that when I heard, and there was a joke on here that it's very, very similar to a joke that I do about the Jeffrey Dahmer docuseries. His is really good. It's very, very tight. Obviously. I still think I can do mine, so I'll probably still do it. But
yeah, you should.
I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Best joke, according to Billy, that OnlyFans for men is our WNBA.
That was very funny too.
Yeah, which essentially they're very good at it, but no one cares. Thanks for the entertainment. Undisputed #1 fan. Billy just loves throwing around. Just fucking, I'm the man, dude.
He is the man.
T-Bone.
He is the man.
T-Bone. So thank you. If you want to write into the show and if you want to hear your email in front of our millions of listeners.
Yeah, you got a pretty good chance.
Yeah, email.
Pretty good
email
chance.
us
We're gonna read you.
Yeah, standupsnobs@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Whether it's suggesting someone we should watch, suggesting a special we should do, suggesting any changes to the show or anything like that. Just let us know. That is standupsnobs@gmail.com.
Hell yeah. Fuck
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go. IG follower count update. We have an update this week.
Oh, we do.
We do. Because both you and I, each one of us, both went over 600 followers this week.
Nice, dude.
So congratulations to us. We're each over 600. In fact, last I checked, we were tied at 604 apiece. So I thought that was cute that we went over together.
That is cute.
So 600. Yeah, 600. We got 153 followers on the Stand Up Snobs. We need that 300 so Jordan Jensen will say we have a good podcast. If you remember from our Jordan Jensen episode,
we do need that
300.
Because then she said that's
you
pretty
already
good.
lied about it. Told her we had 300, so we have to we have to come through for old Jordan Jensen. By the way, her movie is out. That movie is out on streaming right now. Is this thing on?
Is this thing on? Yep.
So if you want to see a movie that's sort of about comedy, check that out.
Less about comedy than you think it is.
It is less
It's
about
cool to
comedy.
see Jordan Jensen.
I think that gets us basically to the end, man. All we have left is who we're following, man. Who we got? Who you following?
Okay, who I am following this week is my boy that I've never met before, but I like his stand-up. Jason Choi.
Yeah, boy rhymes with Choi.
Yeah, Jason Choi. I saw some of his clips on Instagram. It's very funny. His Instagram is Jason R. Choi. It's all one word. It's JASON RCHOI.
Yeah, check out Jason Choi on Instagram at Jason R. Choi. I am following Josh Means. Josh Means, that is JMEANZ on Instagram. That dude's funny as heck. I saw a couple clips that were liked by Nicole Amy Schreiber, somebody I really think is really funny, and there she follows him. So like, oh, I'll check this out.
Nice.
Checked him out, liked it. So check that dude out. Really, really funny guy. Apparently killed all weekend.
Cool.
Hosting for Dave Attell with Nicole. So there you go. Josh Means and Jason Choi are our comics you should be listening to. What about upcoming shows, man? You got anything going on?
Yeah. This weekend,
I love that for you.
3/27 through the 28th.
3/27 and 28.
I will be hosting for Christina Mariani at the Spokane Comedy Club. It's 4 shows.
That's right, yeah.
Friday, Saturday. And then April 4th, 2026, I will be performing for the Quincy Belt Tournament of Champions at the Draft Zone in Post Falls.
That's correct.
There's going to be some good people on that show. That's going to be really fun. So get your tickets to that.
Do.
Also, Draft Zone is just an amazing place.
Yeah, it is.
And then let's see. So then May 7th through 9th, I'll be hosting for Chris Porter,
Dude,
Spokane
so
Comedy
jealous,
Club.
dude.
Yeah, I'm
So
excited
jealous.
about that.
Love Chris Porter, dude.
And then May 16th, I'm featuring for what was supposed to be Luke Severide is now Casey McLean.
Okay.
So that'll be fun.
Very different vibe.
That's at the
Very
Draft
different
Zone.
vibe.
Also at the Draft Zone.
Yep.
And then June 20th, I'll be at the Red Room Lounge. Love that. I'll be co-headlining that with Anthony Singleton. That show starts at 7:30.
Oh, you're co-headlining?
Yeah.
Ugh. Just grab a sack and tell him to feature for you, dude. Come on.
Dude, what are you talking about?
He put it on. Yeah,
He's like
I know.
putting the whole show together.
I'm surprised he did. He is co-headline. He should have you feature for him then. Just be like, dude, you're fucking featuring for me, dude. You guys need to have a power struggle. That's all I'm saying.
We don't need a power struggle.
The Red Room, as we've always said, is a great place for comedy. So go check that out. Upcoming shows for me, man. I'll be hosting the Quincy Belt semifinal. Number 3, Colton Drake will be on that, as well as 4 or 5 other comics. A lot of them from the West Side. So got Bree Real coming over. We got Ahmed Guyo coming over.
I like him.
Jared
he's cool.
Munson's coming up. So we got a lot of people coming up. Should be fun. So that is at 7 p.m. on April 4th. April 10th and 11th, I will be in Tacoma at the Comedy Club there, hosting for Alingan Mitra. I hope I said that wrong. I probably did not. But I did see the clips of that dude. Funny as fuck. So I'm excited for that.
Cool.
May 2nd, the 4th Quincy Belt semifinal. Not the one that Colton's on, but the final one. And then June 6th, the Quincy Belt final. All those are at 7 p.m. at the Draft Zone. I will also be watching Chris Porter for sure at least once when he comes into town. That dude's hilarious. One of my favorite. He might be my favorite comic working right
He was funny last time I saw
I
him.
fucking love that guy.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked, Man from Kansas, he's got a bunch of like free specials on YouTube and shit you can check out, or on like Hulu. If you don't know Chris, you don't watch Chris Porter, I hate you. So
There you go. There's that.
you hate comedy and you're dumb. So go check Colton out. Go check me out. If you want to follow Colton, you can do that at
Colton Drake Comedy
Yeah.
on Instagram and also TikTok.
Nice. Please do that.
I post
Get
more
us-
shit on Instagram. So
Get us up to 700, man. We can get 700 next week. Boom. Let's do it.
that'd be fantastic.
You can follow me at Jay Bird Comedy. That's only on Instagram. I don't do TikTok. And that's it. You can and then you can follow Stand Up Snobs, and that's at Stand Up Snobs. Once again, thank you guys for listening and all that stuff. Before we get out of here, next week, I didn't even tell you who we're doing next week. Well, I didn't even ask you about it, but I'm pretty sure you'll be all right with it. Next week, we are going to be doing Pete Holmes, Silly Silly Fun Boy.
Oh, nice.
That special came out, or the early bird trial or whatever, if you paid for it, came out a month ago, and it comes out tomorrow. And that is an 800-pound gorilla special, and we have been really high on those lately. So,
YouTube? Then?
yeah, so you can access it on YouTube. 800-pound gorilla, have had great luck doing their specials. Like, they just had a good run.
Yeah.
I think our Renan was on that one. John Moses, I believe, was on that one. So a lot of good ones. That's Pete Holmes, Silly Silly Fun Boy. He's going to take us out. But before we do that, I want to thank you guys for listening to us, making us a part of your week every week. We can't do it without you, or we can. Actually, we can just fucking talk to each other.
We've done it.
We have done it before, but we do appreciate when you guys listen and interact with us, man. Interact with our posts. Feel free to send an email or anything like that. Just tell your friends about it. Anything you feel might help us out. It really would. It really does help. One people turns into 2, turns into 4, turns into 8, and eventually you have 152. But we need 300.
Yeah.
Get us to 300, guys. The quest for 300. Because then we're going to email Jordan Jensen.
Because then we can get better people on here.
Absolutely. Better
not
people. Wait, what?
Better.
What are we doing?
Then
we kicking us ourselves off the pod? What are we doing here? That makes no sense.
Then we could replace us. And cool.
Yeah, just get Mark Norman and Sam Morrill to do this podcast instead. Be very weird. So yeah, please interact with that and follow us if you wouldn't mind. Once again, next week, Pete Holmes, silly fun boy. He's going to take us out. But until then, stay funny, my friends.
Bye-bye.
I just found out you poop your pants when you die. That really changed the John Wick movies for me. Get out of that room, Keanu. Everybody knows eating ants is weird. The whole planet agrees to call one of our animals the ant eater. It's like a low-to-the-ground hairy elephant. That's probably what we were gonna call it. And someone was like, hold up. Check out what this freaky bitch is eating. You know what I mean? Like if I woke up one morning and my wife was just magically a dude, I would roll with it. Mostly because I'm 45, I'm just so tired. You do it. You know what I mean? You do the cardio. I want to lay there. You have a heart attack. I want to lean on one elbow and plan my day. That looks nice.